In today's video, I'm going to show you how to upgrade your MSI Vector 16HX AI laptop. But before we get started, I want to thank EmpowerPC for letting me borrow this computer so I can actually show you how to do it. More on EmpowerPC at the end of the video. So the first thing that we're actually going to be doing is removing the 13 screws that are on the back of this computer. And for this, we're going to be using the PH1 bit from our iFixit kit. Make sure to use your iFixit grid so you can keep track of where the screws came out from, so you can put them back exactly where they came from. All right, now that we have all the screws off, the next thing that we have to do for this laptop is actually take off the back hinge cover right here. This is going to be the worst part of this entire process, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. We're going to need a plastic pick just like this one, and we're going to start out on one of the corners here. I'm going to look for this little spot here and try to get in there. It'll pop it right up. See how now you have a little gap. Now, what I want you to do is open up your lid. And you're going to have a little gap down here. We're going to try to work our way around, get a little better angle here. Oh, it closed up on us. So this is what I was talking about. It's going to be the worst part about it. So let's open that back up a little bit. Open it up. We have a slight gap here. Stick our pick there, and we're going to slide slowly, very carefully across. You can hear the clips disengaging. All right, once you get to right here, you're gonna close your lid back up again, and let me show you. You have a gap going across now, so you can see that. We're gonna turn this, go to the other corner, and disengage this side, just like that. Okay, so now that's disengaged. Now there's clips all the way through the back of this as well, and now we have to get that out without damaging them. So to do this, we are going to open this back up again, and now we're going to use the gap that we created now that both of these sides are disengaged, and we're going to take your clip, put it flat like this, go in, push slightly up, all the way across. All right, so now that that is done, we're going to close it up again. Now that it's closed, while it's closed, we're going to take our guitar pick again, and I'll go back through as we get some leverage with the other hand. And we're going to do the prying once more. I'm actually going to go all the way to the other side now. I think that one closed. Okay, this one's good. That's good. Okay. Let's make sure that the other clip has not re-engaged. Yes, it has re-engaged, so keep that in mind. We go back in there again, disengage it as good as we can. All right. And this side's pretty much loose, but we're going to see if we can get it out. There we go. All right, so that side's loose. We're gonna work our way down. And don't force anything. Do not force anything. Slowly. All right. Pry again. And then again. And one more time. There we go. You see that? Perfectly comes out. No damage. We're good to go. So that would be the worst part of this. All right. Now that we have the hinge cover off, good job. And the next step is to actually continue prying at this thing. So we're going to start out from the back here and work our way across the back first. And for this, just be very, very careful. We're going to do a slight, see if I can get the camera placement better. You see how there's like a slight movement right there? That's what we're trying to get open. So we're going to stick our pick right in between that gap that we can create and see if we can start opening it up. Just be very patient with this laptop. It is very difficult to work on. It's almost like MSI said, you're not supposed to be working on this thing. Just work our way around. There's a screw right here, but you don't need to take that off. Let me see, I think I have this side now. To help me better, I'm gonna open up the lid a bit to give me some leverage there. There we go. All right, so we have one side that's disengaged right there. I'm gonna keep working my way down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it all the way around again to the other side. I'm going to see if I can get the same thing to happen on this side. There we go. And okay. All right, so now we have this area that's kind of loose. This area is loose, that area is loose. You can see it moving. We have to work our way around the sides and try to get everything to disengage on those sides as well. So I'm going to open up the lid again more. See if we can get a good camera angle there. Okay. Work our way down. And I would use the flat side of this, not the pointy side, but the flat side of your pick. Once you're in there, work your way down. This side, be very careful. You have your headphone jack right there. You have to go over the headphone jack to get past that. Okay. See how I'm over the headphone jack now? We continue working our way down. Okay, so now this side is loose. Now I'm going to turn the computer completely around and start working on the other side. And just so you're informed, there's a pretty good chance you'll break at least one clip throughout this entire process, because all of these clips are made so you're not supposed to service it yourself, but we're trying our best here. All right, so now we have this side loose, we have the other side loose, and what we should be able to do now is close it back up, and let's go this way. Let's see if we can get the camera to focus. So you can see that they come off. Look at that, the hinge comes off. So we're going to turn it around, put it down again, and you notice I did not pry. You notice I did not pry down here because I did not want to break any of these clips, or do my best to not break any of these clips. That way it'll slide downward instead of just trying to pop it up. So now that we're loose, I'm going to use our fingers to kind of pull outward this way as we're pulling up. And now once we have it to the good amount of force, there we go. It just pops right off, right? All right, we're in. All right, so it's always, before we do anything in this laptop, we're going to unplug the battery just to be safe. We don't want any current going through it as we're trying to poke at it and move things around. So for this, the battery connector is going to be right there, and we should be able to lift it up slightly, disengage it from its clip here. There's a cable now, and we're gonna take thumb, pointer finger, both, grab on both sides, and then we're gonna pull towards us, and it should come right out. Your Wi-Fi card is gonna be right there. Your NVMe, your main NVMe is going to be right here, which is this is a Gen 4 slot, and then there's going to be a Gen 5 slot right on top, right there. Your RAM is actually going to be right under this cover. To take this cover off, what we got to do is, you notice there's an arrow pointing upward, right? Make sure that when you put it back on, it's going to be pointing upward again. But what you can do, take your fingers, looks like I cut myself there, take your fingers, and we're going to go, put your pointer fingers right up top here, and then pull upwards, like that. Pull up, and then it comes right off. All right, to take your RAM off, as usual, we look at the RAM clips here, put your fingers on both sides and pull outward. It should pop right up, just like that. Same thing with the other one, pull outward, it should pop right up. There you go. Once you have your new RAM, go ahead and install it the same way that you uninstalled the previous one. Make sure that the notch matches the little clip right there. Put it in at an angle, do not force anything, and then once you have it in like this, take one finger, push down, it should clip right in. Same thing with the other one. Go ahead and match it up to the little clip that's right there. And as you can see, this RAM stick, even though the label is facing you just like this one, it is not going to fit right there because it does not match up. So we have to turn it around, and it'll match up just like that. One finger, and it's in. As for the NVMe's, we're going to switch to a PH0, just a smaller bit for a Phillips head for iFixit kit, and we are going to take out this NVMe just like so. Very easy. Now pull this upward. There should be a thermal pad on the bottom of this. Just be very careful. Do not force anything. It's going to feel uncomfortable, but you can continue pulling up to about 45-degree angle, and then outward. Hey, you did it. And then of course the other slot is going to be right on top here. You can peel this back and you should be able to install it just right there. All right, so I'm going to put this NVMe back in just to show how to put it back in. Put it in at an angle. Push it right down with one finger. Make sure that this area matches up correctly. Take a screw, put it right back where it came from. Do not mix up your screws. And then cover this right back up with the little sticker. Same thing with the other. One thing to note, if you ever need to reset your BIOS, these actually do have a physical BIOS that you can unplug. It'll be right there. That is your BIOS battery. Now to put on your RAM, you have to put this cover back on. And remember what we said, arrow goes upward the same way that you took it out. Now for this, you have to match up to these little clips that are around the entire area of your RAM sticks. So the edges are going to go into those. And I'm going to try to get a close up here so you can see. I'm going to try to match up one corner down here where it's in between the little clips, both sides. Before I push down, I got to see if it's actually inside. You see how that one is not inside? That one is. So pick it back up, try to match it again. All right, so now it's in between the clip, in between the clip, in between the clip. Should be in between the clip right there, in between the clip up there. Now we're gonna just put the laptop back down, and you're just gonna take your palm, press down, should engage all of them, and just make sure, go all the way around. And there you go, you've installed it. Do not forget to plug your battery back in. Very simple, the same way that we took it out. We're gonna take thumb, pointer finger on both sides, line it up, and then once it's lined up, we're gonna take our thumbs and then push inward all the way to the end. And then we're gonna put the cable right back where it belongs, right under this little clip right here. There we go. Put the front of it in first, just like so, line it up. If you have to pull outward so it fits, do so. And what I mean by that is make sure that it goes over this way and make sure that it goes over this way. See how this side can't get in? So what I do is I take my fingers, get on the edge here and then pry outward and then it lets it go in. But we are going to do the front first. The front needs to be clipped in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go. Now we can work our way towards the edges. And what I like to go do first is this side because this has your aux port and we don't want to damage the aux port. So I'll go on this side, 1. And if you might have to actually open up your lid so you can get a little bit easier grip. Let me see. See how difficult they made this thing? All right, so since that does not want to comply with me, we're gonna take the clip, we're gonna take your pick, pry just a bit. There we go. So we safely put that back on. I've seen a lot of people actually break that port before because they tried to force it. Do not force it. All right, we're gonna go to the other side. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna open it. We're gonna work our way down just like we did before. Okay. Now we can close the laptop again and we're gonna do the back. I like to start on one corner, make sure that that's engaged. Good, 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 good. Okay. Make sure that you don't have any gaps on the edges and on the front. If you don't have any gaps, you did a good job. We're gonna close it back up. Now we have to put the hinge cover back on. You remember that little thing that took us a while to take off? Yes. So for this, you notice the front of it has clips here that are like in an L. So these have to be slid in first and then the back goes on. And we should be able to fit it right there. Okay. Once it's slid in, we clip the back on. Make sure that that's good to go. Okay, that's good. See how there's no gap there? It's good. Should go all the way back through again and try to engage all of the clips. We're gonna open it. Gonna make sure that there is no gaps on the front. There's no gaps all the way across. So we got it on right. Good job. Okay, one last step is to put the screws back on. So let's turn the computer right back around and put all the screws back on in the exact same position that we took them out from. So a few things to keep in mind. After you upgrade the RAM in these laptops, it might take a little bit longer to boot up since you've just upgraded the RAM, and depending on how much RAM you added, it might take longer. The other thing that I want to mention is, as you can see from the video, it is not a simple process to upgrade this particular laptop. So make sure to follow the instructions properly, and if you do not feel comfortable doing this yourself, just take it to somebody that does. Be very careful working on your system. I again want to thank Empowered PC for letting me borrow this laptop so I can show you the process. Make sure you check out their website for many products such as school PCs, gaming laptops, gaming PCs, workstations, and much more. I'll leave a link down in the description for you, and you'll also find a discount code that will get you 3% off the products on their website. I hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you take care of yourself and others.